So check this out. We have a brand new official post from the community manager of Outriders. It says Outriders latest news for May. And this post is definitely interesting because it goes on to say that they are interested in expanding Outriders in the future, that they're looking forward to that. That means new content, everyone. So we're going to dive into this post, talk about what's happening with the new patch, some updates there, as well as this tease to the future of this franchise. So let's talk about it. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here. Hope you're doing good, and let's dive into the latest news about Outriders. So this is the post right here. It says Outriders latest news for May. It says, hey everyone, we just shared some more fun stats about Outriders via our social channels, including the fact that we surpassed 3.5 million unique players in our first month after launch. Now, launching an entirely new IP is never easy, and we remain very grateful for all of your support and feedback. We are still here and are continuing to listen carefully and want to assure you all that we are committed to improving and enhancing your experience throughout the coming weeks and months. We're also looking forward to expanding Outriders in the future. That's the part that really stuck out to me. It looks like they are planning right now something regarding Outriders. It would be really cool to see new classes, perhaps subclasses. But what we do know from previous comments from the dev team is that they would be interested in expanding this game with big story expansions. Perhaps we would see new weapons, loot, and that sort of thing. It's going to be interesting to see what they can actually do with that. But let's keep reading the post, shall we? They're going to go ahead and talk about the next patch. They say this, but first things first. Our latest patch, designed primarily to address the damage mitigation issue, is currently running through some final testing. As mentioned yesterday, we're hoping to release it this Thursday, May 20th, but that will only be confirmed once it successfully passes through testing. So yeah, this patch is coming up here. I'll let you guys know if it actually makes the release date. Hopefully it's not delayed, because that would really suck. It seems like this patch is taking a lot longer than expected when you have games that launch like this. They're notorious for taking quite some time to address a lot of the issues. Now also, this patch is going to address some other issues as well beyond the damage mitigation thing. It says the patch will additionally include crash fixes, as well as added telemetry to help us diagnose currently outstanding sign-in issues that might remain after this patch release. We're also still working on the player appreciation package. We'll be back tomorrow with more news of the patch, the Outriders team. So it seems like they're going to be back tomorrow no matter what with news about the patch, whether it's delayed or if it's coming out. Hopefully they have full-blown patch notes for us, whether or not it's delayed. You know, we'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see, by the way, for brand new content, since they are teasing what appears to be brand new content. Sound off. Now, we do have additional replies from the community manager. Let's get into that right now. We have Impeccable One who says this: I do hope this patch passes and gets to release tomorrow. P.S. I'm also glad to hear that the appreciation package hasn't been forgotten, as I thought it was going to be right after the inventory restoration. I'm curious how it'll work though. It would be nice to be able to get the pieces we are missing, versus dupes of items that I already have or items that I don't need. And here's the response from the community manager. He says, one of the reasons why it's taking a bit longer is precisely because we're seeing what's possible in order to provide you with a better experience. For example, we're looking into coding whether it's feasible that the appreciation package makes sure to only include a legendary or legendaries that the player has not received to date. This isn't part of the script that we used for the inventory restoration, but it's an example of us needing a bit more time with it. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the appreciation package. There's a lot of ideas as to what you guys want to see from the appreciation package, and here's one right here. In fact, this is a post from Mod Polls who says, in my opinion, People Can Fly appreciation package should just gift a single armor set for everyone's highest character. He says this: I know this idea will be downvoted, but I think that the appreciation package needs to be a lot bigger than a single legendary weapon. I feel like by gifting everyone with a full armor set, it increases the enjoyment of having a set to work with, and would go a long way to really show how apologetic People Can Fly are about the last 2 months. It doesn't even have to be at level 50, it could be at level 40 gear set, it could be a full cannonball set, just whatever appropriate, just an idea. And he didn't get downvoted, he got upvoted. A lot of you guys love this idea, you would like to see a complete set because it's one of the biggest problems with the game is trying to find a complete set, because the RNG system is just all over the place for sure. Now, we also have another reply from the community manager right here. We have Dynamira, who says this: I installed to make room for other stuff in the meantime, but I still visit the sub every day to see if drop rates have been fixed yet. I'll re-download immediately if they do. Haha. Certified says this: personally, I get enough drops at higher CTs. It's how they've been weighted towards certain things that the issue mainly, but I agree they could bump them up a little bit more. Here's the official response from community manager the Arkin, who says this: I know that there are a lot of discussions and questions around legendary drop rates at the moment, and truth be told, I think there are multiple different reasons that come together to form the overall sentiment. Opinions about not getting enough legendaries overall, not getting specific enough legendaries, etc. Now, he says, I'm hoping to be able to share a bit more info news about the drop rate soon, but don't want to promise anything specific just yet, but I just wanted to say that we are aware. So, it seems like possibly the dev team right now are currently working on adjusting the drop rates in our favor. I really hope that is the case. That would be freaking awesome. And honestly, you know, I've kind of put a pause on playing this game, to be blunt with you all. I've been playing some other games right now. And this would definitely make me return to the game a lot more if the drop rates were significantly improved. Alright, Bystander 007 goes on to say the following. He says this: I commend People Can Fly for the greatest April Fools I've ever seen fallen for. Yikes. It got 1,100 upvotes, so we have to talk about it. It says, this game should have realized April 1st release date wasn't a coincidence. Had me in the first half, not gonna lie, People Can Fly. I really thought you all were gonna deliver on a satisfying alternative to current looter shooters dominating the markets. Instead, we got this. Well played. So a lot of people feel burnt right now. You know, hopefully in the future things can get fixed. That's what I've been saying for Cyberpunk, and you never know. It seems like they're trying to fix the hell out of that game as well. However, we have this post right here, which kind of counters the post that I just highlighted. It says this: am I the only one for, am I a-hole for liking this game? I can't say it for monetization reasons, which sucks. It says, well, and this comes from Wolverine27. Now, he says this: first off, I totally understand where a lot of people come from on this subreddit. Some of the game-breaking bugs in the early implementation of this game, inventory disappearing, connectivity issues, really effing sucked for a lot of people, and it is valid to have a sour taste in your mouth after that. Now, bugs that are current are still frustrating: damage mitigation, getting one tapped by Beforo. But I like to think the majority of the player base knows that this specific gameplay bug, among others, won't be forever issues. This leads me to my ultimate point. Isn't this game still fun? I came over from playing Warzone almost nightly with friends. If you want to see about a publisher game devs ignoring players and critical game-breaking bugs, go over there. It's free, and the time it takes me, to type this, some kid just figured out a new way underneath the map or to turn invisible, and it won't be fixed for a month. That's why I really don't play a lot of Battle Royale games, honestly. Now, he says this: I've been playing consistently with a small group of friends, all of whom bought the game in the last 3 weeks, and all of us are consistently enjoying ourselves night after night. We're not turning off our consoles, frustrated and angry. See, this is why I like games like Outriders, you know, like the PvE stuff. That's why I enjoy it, because I honestly don't feel like constantly frustrated. Of course, there has been issues with this game, don't get me wrong, but you know, on the level of PvP games, sometimes it just gets like controller throwing frustration. Now, he says this: we are playing through the end game and grinding up to challenge tier 15 and enjoying the journey. I get trying to min-max and build the ideal character is always going to be a part of any RPG, but is it really the only thing to focus on? Outriders is far from perfect, but it's going to improve. There's 4 classes with a wide variety of fun to use skills and tangibly different ways to play each one of them. It doesn't have to be finding the most broken mod combination or the most meta skill set all the time. If you have a couple of friends to play with, this game can be still enjoyable both in campaign and in-game. Now, damage mitigation can be adjusted, connectivity issues across platforms can be improved, and video games can be fun. If you want to hate this post or game, You have every right, but I don't think a constant funnel of hate into Reddit will make devs work any faster or your experience any more enjoyable. And honestly, I do agree with a lot of what he's saying. He says, find some friends. The subreddit has a bunch of Outriders players that are still around. Take a breath and give fun a chance. Even if you have to wait for another patch, you might surprise yourself. So, you know, I thought this post was well said. A lot of people actually agree with it as well. It's like, you know, the community is very divided with how they are feeling about Outriders right now. Given its problems, though, I'm still having a lot of fun. For me, my biggest issue right now is the fact that the legendary RNG is just not there. It's so hard to target farm gear and entire sets. And I've been playing this game without doing any of the glitches. I just don't believe in it. I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to experience this game purely, and it has been extraordinarily difficult finding a set for my Trickster, an entire gear set, and that is a problem after how long I have been playing the game, for sure. So yeah, there needs to be improvements. I'm very curious about this news regarding what they're going to be doing with adjusting the legendary drop rates. Hopefully it's favorable, of course. Now, let's dive into your thoughts on my most recent Outriders video, shall we? Let's do this. Remember, leave a comment down below. Could end up right here in the video. So, this was my most recent video. It says actual update news. New patch gets a targeted release date. D&D Dark Alliance news as well. So yeah, you know, I can't wait for this Dungeons & Dragons game, Dark Alliance, here in June. That one looks freaking cool as well. Now, we have Fiverr, who says this: I would like to see a horde mode, 5 waves, then a boss. Each boss has a higher chance of dropping a Lego if the previous boss didn't drop one. Also, New Game Plus so that we can up the level of the world with each playthrough. Yes, absolutely. That's like one of the biggest things. The Wolf 01X says the longer they take with the appreciation package, the bigger it damn well better be. Yeah, I think they're getting that hint as well. Derek says people can fly. Really got 3 whole people working on the Outriders team. Yeah, I wonder if this is like a skeleton crew at this point. That's my biggest fear. Doug says I'll be weeks into Biomutant by the time they release an appreciation package. LOL. Yeah, you know, honestly, enjoy another game until they get this one fixed. Go into Biomutant, you know. There's going to be Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance coming up, and then I will keep you guys updated about what happens with any upcoming patches, of course. So yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully we all enjoy Biomutant and that one doesn't have any major problems. You never know, man. You just never know in this day and age with gaming. But it looks sharp. Biomutant looks really, really sharp. So look out for more news and coverage about that one. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Outriders news and updates and open world gaming goodness. And I will see you all next time. Take care.